Well, we'll keep you up to speed, of course, with all the action on the infield as we go to the top of the home straight for the women's 100 metres. And all eyes surely on Dafne Schippers, the world champion 200 metres, the European champion last week in Amsterdam in front of an adoring home crowd over 100 metres. There's Medea Gafour of the Netherlands, the 23-year-old. Has only run 11.71 this year. She will struggle in this sort of company, there's no doubt. Marie-Josée Talou of the Ivory Coast, season's best in Doha at the beginning of May of 11.05. Then Veronica Campbell-Brown, 34 years old now, the Olympic champion twice at 200 metres in 2004 and 2008. Perhaps not the force she used to be. Second in the Jamaican Championships over 200 just last week. There's Schippers. She goes in lane 4. Worked hard on her start this last winter, she said. She took the silver medal at the World Indoors and feels she's got a lot of potential at 100 because of that much improved start. Tiana Bartoletta, world long jump champion in 2005 and last year, second in the US Championships over 100. She has made their team, but has made the trip across the Atlantic. Not many have. Akinosun, Moralai Akinosun, fourth in the US Championships over 100 and 200 metres. She will be in their relay squad, but 10.95 didn't get her in the 100 team. And Desiree Henry goes in lane 7 beside Karina Horn of South Africa. This is her first 2016 race in Europe, Horn. Desiree Henry, by the way, trains with Dafne Schippers, ran 11.09 to win a semi-final in the European Championships, but then didn't finish the final, had severe cramp. Good to see her back just a week or so later, and evidently healthy. Schippers, though, well, fresh from winning the European 100 and the sprint relay with her teammates there. The world number 1 at 200 metres after that 21.93 in Oslo at the beginning of June. She goes in lane 4. That lineup again: Gafour in 1, Talou in 2, Campbell-Brown in 3 for Jamaica, Schippers in 4, Bartoletta in 5. Ooh, and that was Talou coming up early, I think. And she knows it. Have a look at the reaction times, and yes, Talou way ahead of the gun. That's a shame, but I fear she will be gone now. Marie-Josée Talou should know better. She's almost a sub-11 second athlete. Ran 11.02 last year. That's sad, but the rules are the rules. So we shall reset. She looks in shock. She cannot believe she did it. It's almost like her legs were being controlled by somebody else. Gafour in 1 then. Isolated now on the far side. Veronica Campbell-Brown goes in 3. She was only 4th in the Jamaican Championships over 100 metres on the 1st of this month, even though she ran 10.83 back in the middle of June. So Gafour in 1, Campbell-Brown in 3. Schippers goes in 4, right beside her, Tiana Bartoletta. This will be a real test for the Dutch athlete. Akinosun in 6. Well, away this time. Pretty good start there from Schippers. I have to say, 3rd from right. Bartoletta's got some work to do at the moment. Schippers moving clear now. That strength is dragging her away with Campbell-Brown in 2nd place. Schippers tipping at the line. 10.95 into a slight headwind. And she made that look very, very workmanlike and, frankly, pretty straightforward. Not a great deal of pressure being applied. She's so much more confident now with this better start. She said yesterday that she feels, because of the significance of the start over the 100, more so than in the 200, her improved starting technique means she's got more potential to be gathered up, so to speak, or realised in the shorter sprint than over the 200. But she's already world number 1 at 200. And while she might not be world number 1 at 100, Steve, and indeed she has had a couple of defeats this season, 1 at each distance, she's going to be tough to beat come Rio, even in this shorter race.
And the thing you always have to remember with Schippers is, you know, the rounds. She's going to be good in the rounds. And I think you're right, Tim. This confidence she has in her start means she's actually putting herself under less pressure, which means you start better anyway. You know, she has a bit more confidence. It's going to work for her. It's going to work for her. And she keeps it simple, keeps it straightforward. And then once she's into her running, Schippers, well, more often than not, the last 20, 30 metres, she's going to keep going away or run others down if they have got ahead of her. But look at this. Strong, powerful, relaxed. More to come. And I think that's the thing which would trouble me if I was the others. You know, whenever you see Schippers you always think, okay, 3 rounds, and she may well have to go into the high 1070s or something. I'll be warm in Rio with a little breeze in the face here tonight. But she, for me anyway, as we head towards the Olympics, the 100, 200, either way. I mean, she was asked yesterday, the other day, wasn't she, what do you think is your best event? And I think she smirked a little bit when the guy says it's obviously the 200.
Yeah,
I think she thinks it's the 100.
Well, I think she feels that there's more to come at the 100, and she's a 1083 performer, so I think you're exactly right. If the conditions are good in Rio, there's no reason she shouldn't go into the 10.7s, and then you are talking something threatening Olympic gold. Having said that, there are, 5 athletes this year who have gone under 1080, and she's not amongst them, so it will be a tough task. Schippers wins in 10.94 in the 100 from Veronica Campbell-Brown, 11.12. That's a big gulf, though, between the two. Karina Horn in third, 11.14.